All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. I want to thank you for tuning in to my channel today. I appreciate it very much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button as well so you do not miss out on any of my content. Today, I'm out here on the Nottoway River and I'm going to be doing some bass fishing. I came here the other day just to check out my new depth finder that I had put on my boat. And the water was pretty warm. It was warmer than what I thought. It was like 51 degrees. Well, we've had a big cold front come in and the water now has dropped to 46.8, but the sun is shining very bright. It's supposed to get up today to like 56, 57 degrees. So it's going to be pretty nice. It's a little chilly right now, but it's not terrible. But we're going to do some fishing. And what we're doing is we're off the river, we're out of the current and we're in a pocket where the fish pull in to spawn, and it is pre-spawn right now. So a lot of fish pull in here, you know, this time of year, late February, early March, and they come in here, and some big girls come in here too. So we're going to fish in places out of the current all day today. We're going to throw the crankbait, primarily probably some red crankbaits. We're going to do some flipping, might even throw the big a Colorado blade spinnerbait maybe. We're going to try to figure out a bite, and hopefully today we can catch a big limit. So stick with me, maybe we can catch one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a Demon DT6 tied on right now and start making some casts. Hopefully we get that big girl that's lurking in here. All right. Got this bad boy tied on. Hopefully we catch some darn fish today. We're gonna fish hard for them, I can tell you that much. All right, so we're good to go right now. We got the Demon DT6 tied on, and I'm throwing that on 14-pound test Balzac's mono. Revington is what it is. And I'm throwing it on a 5-4-1 Revo 7-foot medium rod. So we're going to start on the sunny side. So this is the side that the sun shines on. The sun is right here and the sun is shining on this side. Now typically what I do, especially when it's colder, is I throw up on the cold. So typically what I do when it's colder is I start off. Oh, we got a fish already. Oh, wait a minute, this is a good one. We got a good one already. God, look at this bass. This is the second cast of the day. This is the second cast of the day right here. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? This is a giant. Come here, don't come off. Don't come off. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Holy crap, y'all. Are you freaking kidding me? That was my second cast of the day. Well, is this the start to a good day? I'm sorry, I got my GoPro out of position. God. Well, if you're gonna start, oh my God, look at, what in the world? He's got a nasty freaking sore, some slime, nasty stuff that just came out of his side. That is a nasty, nasty, I don't know what that is. Ugh. Get the heck out of here. Y'all check that bass out. He's got something nasty going on with his side right there. But darn if that ain't a good one to start the day off with right there. Pretty weird. I don't know what that's from. Maybe an infection from a hook or something. Second cast with that DT6. We're gonna get a picture with him real quick and then we're gonna let him go. Oh, it's a her, I'm sure. Y'all check that out. 6, 5-15. I think y'all can see that. Whoop, let's see. 5-15 is what she settled on. What a nice fish. I knew she was right there at 6 pounds. Good deal. Thank you, girl. Watch her swim off. That water's cold too. See you later, girl. Man, that's what I'm talking about. That is how you start a day right there. Demon DT6. Well, this might be the start of a good day. I just said I needed to get that net out. All right, so how about that for a second cast? I got to get myself back together a little bit. I'm starting right back here at the mouth again, and we're gonna start back where we were going on the side we were on. I caught that fish right over there, but what I was saying before I caught that fish was that I typically start off this time of year on the side of the cove or pocket or river, wherever I start at. I typically start off on the side that has the sun shining on it. So that's what I was getting ready to explain when that fish bit, because that side just warms up, and a lot of times those fish will just kind of pull up. It might be just a half a degree warmer, or even less than that, and those fish will just pull up and get up on that side. So this is the flat side of this pocket. The other side is the steeper side, which the side does have depth to it. But you know, this way they can kind of, instead of on that side where it goes straight up and down, instead of the fish just going up and down, on this side they can kind of slide up on the flat and then slide back down. So I like to start off on that side first and kind of, you know, fish right along the edge of the drop. And that fish was, you know, I don't know, right above probably 7 to 8 foot, right on the edge of the drop. Like I'm sitting in 7 foot right now, and I'd kind of fired up right on the edge of that drop right there when that fish bit. So this might be the start of a good day. Water's 48, so it's not that bad. I'd kind of cast it up against the, you know, near the bank or up against those trees and was reeling out and kind of crawling down that drop off when he bit. And this water does have some little bit of muddy color to it, which I kind of prefer for this time of year in the river. I like for it to be a little bit stained. There are multiples of big fish in here like that one that I caught. Just hopefully we can get lucky and bring about a few more that want to bite, but there are definitely plenty of fish in here. There's one right there. That's a good one. Yep, that's another good one right there. Yep, another nice fish. Kind of got him by the back hook. We'll swing him though. He is fighting hard. Get in here. It's a doggone chunk. Pretty fish. He was up there pretty shallow. Number 2. He's been up there shallow. Y'all can see, whenever you see a fish that has, you know, his lines on him and his markings and all are really bright like that, that fish has been up shallow. That's a nice, healthy fish. Got him right here in front of that cypress tree I was bringing in front, and he crushed it. That Demon DT6. Good deal. Thank you, bud. There's one. Don't feel very big. No, ain't very big, but there's one back here. There was one back here. I knew it would be. This one's got about a very back hook again. Little guy. But he is a keeper, and he's probably about a pound. So I'd say we're at like 8 1/4 now. All right, so fish number 3 on that DT6. So he's back here, and his colors were good and bright too. So he's been up a while. He hadn't been sitting out in just a whole bunch of deep water, just sitting there with mud on his belly. He's up fairly shallow and been feeding. There's one. That's a good one too. Yep, there's a good one on the end of this beaver hut. Don't come off. He's got that very back hook too. Get in here. It's a solid fish. That very back hook. That demon crankbait. Another pretty one. All right, so there's another nice fish. Small guy, you know, maybe a pound and 3/4, not bad. But caught him on that DT6 demon. And I wish I'd have cut this camera on when I had that 6-pounder and showed him to y'all. But that's a nice little fish. Bit it right off the end of this beaver hut right over here. Let's get him back in the water. That's number 4. And we're probably sitting somewhere around 10 pounds now. So let's go ahead and get him back and catch us a big one. Maybe we'll get us another one. Get on back in there, bud. Thanks for biting. So the opposite shoreline from where I'm fishing, you know, it's been over 2 hours since I've fished that. So, you know, that shoreline could have easily reloaded with fresh fish and some big ones. You know, they could have been sitting right off the front lip, you know, of that drop off, and now they're pulled up, they're ready to feed, where they weren't, you know, first thing this morning. They might have just been pulling up. You know, I'm fishing down this deeper, steeper shoreline, and you know, I haven't got bit yet. I've fished down it a ways now, a couple 100 yards almost, and haven't gotten bit. You know, I should be flipping it, you know, being it is deeper and the way it sets up, but you know, this DT6 has been catching them, so I didn't want to get away from it. And I feel like I definitely can catch one on it, but you know, I'm definitely going to come down that other side again. Man, all right, we're going to make one more cast with this, and then we're going to pick up the rage bug. We're going to do a little bit of flipping along this steeper shoreline. See if we can get bit. And if not, we're going to jump over that other side, run down, and then we might go somewhere else. We might try somewhere else, but we're gonna do a little bit of flipping right now. And that wind might pick up the bite on that crankbait too. That crankbait bite might get even better with that wind. That's a fish. Got him. That's a nice bass. Yep, there's number 5. Come here. God, the wind was blowing me so hard. Get in here. All right. On a rage bug. All right, bud. Thank you for biting. First fish flipping. Might be another one up there. Let's see. So that fish came right off the front of this tree right here. And I'm not gonna lie, the wind was blowing so hard that I was kind of fooled by the bite. I didn't know if it was a bite or what it was. Wait a minute, that might be another bite. No. But I wasn't sure because that wind has really picked up. It has really gotten a little bit on the chilly side with this wind blowing. I might have to put my darn bibs back on. Oh God, that was a good bite. He's on it. Got it. Oh, guys, is that a pike? Is that a bass? No, it's a bass. No, it's a pike. It's a pike. Come here. Nasty, slimy sucker. Get out of here. I'm actually gonna switch from the demon to the red crawl. Has that darker green back. I'm gonna try that. Now, I do throw this on a snap. Y'all can see that. Throw it on a small, that's a 30-pound test snap. I just got that red crawl thrown in here because I figured I'd probably break it out at some point today. But these are my two go-tos, that demon and this red crawl. This red crawl has been one of my long-standing favorites. I threw this one before I ever threw that demon and caught a ton of fish on it. So we're gonna try this one out, see if we get bit. And the main reason is just because that one fish, that last fish that bit it, he knocked it, but he just hit it and didn't eat it. And just anytime a fish does that, it just tells me that maybe something's changed. Maybe, you know, they're still on that profile, but that color might be just a little bit off. It's something, you know, might be a little too bright now that the sun's gotten up high. You know, just something. It's little clues. And a lot of times this stuff doesn't mean anything, but sometimes it means everything. So we're gonna try this. There's one. That's a good one. Yep, that's a good one. That is a good one. Don't come off. Don't come off. Oh, I think I just got him again. Yeah, I got him under the chin with another hook. Get in here. Solid one. That's a chunk. It's a solid fish. Yep, so I changed up colors a little bit and went with this green back. Well, it's red crawl is what the color is, but let's get it out of him. It's a good fish, solid. We upped our limit a little bit with him. So, nice fish. That fish is around 2 to 2 1/4. Fish is pretty heavy, probably 2 1/4. So we upped our limit a little bit. I don't know where we're at now, probably 11 1/4, 11 1/2, something like that. But nice fish. He knocked it kind of close out to the boat on that red crawl DT6. That's the one I'd changed over to, that green back. Pretty fish. Thank you, bud. All right, go. DT6 again. I thrown the spinnerbait for a while. Good little stretch, didn't get bit, and picked that DT6 back up and got a bit again. I mean, when you're doing that, it's hard not to keep throwing it. All right, well, after that last fish, which was the second biggest fish of the day, I fished the whole rest of the pocket all the way up to the mouth where I'm at now. Through the DT6, through the chatterbait, flip, through the spinnerbait some, and just no more bites at all. So unless I catch one between here and the mouth, we're gonna call it a day and be done and run back to the ramp, put this thing on the trailer and go to the house. Got a little bit of editing to do, got some videos to make up for y'all, and had a good time out here today. I mean, anytime you start off your second cast with a freaking 515, almost 6-pounder, I mean, you know it's gonna be a fairly decent day. I didn't whack them like I thought I was, but I mean, 6 fish on the day is not bad. Not bad at all, especially catching, you know, some quality fish like I did, some pretty fish. All right, that's it. Might come back to the river this week and do some shad fishing maybe, or maybe some bass fishing. It's supposed to get really, really warm this week. So things are gonna go off. And unfortunately, I got a job, so I gotta work, but just had to come after work. But that's okay. Had a good day out here. All right, well, I tell you what, anytime you start off your day with almost a 6-pounder on your second cast, you know it's gonna be a good day. You know you're gonna have some fun. I did not absolutely kill them by no means, but I did catch 6 nice bass, and I caught 2 jack also, and just had fun throwing around that DT6. Got to catch a fish flipping today, and that DT6 has really been catching them. Those red crankbaits this time of year, like I've told y'all, are key. They're key to getting good bites, key to getting consistent bites, and the fish just really eat them. It's just something about this time of year, they just really jump on them. But we're about to have a real big spike in temps, and the air temperature of this next week coming up is going to be 65, 70 degrees. The nights are going to be really warm, so things are really going to change in a hurry out here on the water. So it's going to turn into some pretty shallow water, hardcore fishing like I like, power fishing. It's my favorite time of the year coming up. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I hope you like what you saw today, and I'll see you next time on GunnFishTV.